This is VR Mission 18. VR Mission 18 is probably the hardest VR mission, and it is also probably the hardest thing to do in Metal Gear Rising, period. In this mission, you are fighting 5 waves of enemies, and you have no health at all. You are basically a one-hit kill. You can take a shot from a stray bullet a couple of times, but aside from that, if you get hit with any kind of normal attack, then you are dead. You're going to want to come into this fight with pincer blades equipped. You're going to be using them right off the bat. And the notable thing about this fight that you need to keep in mind is that it is all about positioning. You need to be able to orient yourself based off of the arena for this fight. You need to know where the next wave of enemies is going to be spawning at all times, because that is the way that you are going to win this. If you just try to fight everybody normally, one-on-one, I mean, it's possible, but you're really making it a lot harder for yourself than you need to make it. So, in this, my strategy is based all around getting perfect parries and baiting enemies to do specific attacks so you can get those perfect parries. So as I said, you want to come into this with the pincer blades equipped, and this first wave here is going to be dwarf geckos and a large gecko. And these are really easy. This is really easy, this wave. All you want to do is jump up right when the fight starts, and hold down power attack. To do that, you should land down and kill most of the dwarf geckos, and in that same amount of time, the larger gecko will, about 90% of the time, charge you. And then that allows you to block and counter and then Zandatsu him. Now, you want to orient yourself against the back wall, so you're right next to this gap in the floor right here. Because the Mastiffs are going to spawn on this side of the arena. And if you're standing here, they will always do that wall jump attack, and if you can perfect parry them there, you'll kill them both at once. Now, the next wave is also going to spawn along this wall, and what we want to do is equip the Sai, and then stand just to the right of the middle of this line here. And now the dog enemy that spawns here will almost always use a knife throw as his opening attack there. And if he does that, because you baited him into that with the right position, then he will kill the larger hammer-wielding enemy here. And then, after that, you just want to take out him. And if you're lucky, you'll be able to use that knife throw to take out both of the heavy cyborgs here. I wasn't, so I've got to take care of him. But first, you want to take care of all the dwarf geckos. They are a big pain, and they can actually deal enough damage in this to kill you, because you have such low health. Now, if you can get to this point, you really want to play it safe, because if you've killed the wolf, and you've killed one of the heavy guys, you have basically gotten to the point where you can win this. This wave 3 here, this is the really hard wave. Wave 1 is easy, wave 2 is pretty easy if you can get that perfect parry at the start there. And wave 3 is really a pain. And you can see what I'm doing here. I'm baiting the heavy cyborg to attack so I can go and get the dwarf geckos. And then your secret for taking out the heavy cyborgs here is to use your second stage of the pincer blade power attack. And what this is going to do is that this is powerful enough to stun him if he is in the middle of a combo. Like so. And as soon as you get to a point like that, where he's gone and lost armor on one of his limbs and you can chop it off, do it. You'll be able to recover the rest of your Zandatsu meter soon. And just play it safe. Do not take chances at this point. Now, wave 4 is going to just be 3 dwarf geckos. And for this, I would just play it completely safe and just run and slash them during Ninja Run. And during this, you're going to want to equip your Sai to charge it up for the final wave. The 5th wave for this fight is actually a Grodd. But there's a very easy way to take this Grodd out. You can repeatedly combo him using a Sai. Just launch the charged up Sai at him, and he'll get stunned. Attack him a few times, and then wait for the Sai to recharge. And then you can stun him again, and then attack him again. It takes a few minutes, but it's a really simple and easy way to kill him. And you can kind of see the timing here, that I get down, I attack him while he's stunned, and then as soon as he bends down, I stop attacking and wait for my psi to recharge. You can be a little more efficient with your attacks here than I am, but I'm being really, really, really cautious. And you can see here, in that instance, I was not as careful as I should have been. And as I said earlier, if you can get to this point, you really do want to be careful. This fight takes a really long time to get down, and don't feel bad when you repeatedly die here. This probably took me about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get this down completely and actually get a working strategy. And as I said earlier, if you're having trouble, you want to orient yourself using the floor so you know where everything is going to spawn, and the easiest way to do that is pay attention to the lines on the floor. When you start, they run left and right. And after a couple minutes here, you'll get the Grodd's health down just with your basic attacks, and you're going to come in well in under the 10 minutes. I came in with 5 minutes. I've seen people pull times of 3 minutes in this, and you only need to be under 10 to win. So this is Mission 18, and I hope this has been helpful.